Hello, hi guys, it's Ingersoll here with Android Wear, being the Samsung Gear Live and the LG G-Watch. We're going to be taking a look at how these devices look and feel in comparison to other smartwatches and of course regular watches. Spread out here, and I know the time is wrong on most of the devices, but hey ho. You've got the two Android Wear watches down here, the Samsung Gear Fit just along the left hand side, the original Galaxy Gear along the top, and the rest are traditional timepieces. Beginning with the G-Watch, which absolutely has no buttons on it whatsoever and has a square design, but it does look pretty thick to be fair from its side angles, especially with its thick silicone-esque straps. Now normally these types of straps I have no issues wearing whatsoever, but I did find sometimes, especially this part of the strap where the other end hooks in, was quite irritating and I just wanted to take it off, but that may just be my personal experience. Once on your wrist it looks like a squared slab of plastic. Nothing really special about it though. The Samsung Gear Live certainly looks a little bit better, with this silver chrome banding going right the way around the front of the unit itself. Still a square design, but there is a physical power button towards the right hand side of the unit itself. But you're going to struggle with either Android Wear device to get anywhere near more than 2 days of battery life out of it. But I do prefer the Sammy, just purely because these straps feel a lot better on your wrist, and certainly this clasp initially I thought was metal, but it is indeed plastic. But either way, it does its job really well and you can get it on and off really quickly. But still on the wrist it's just another squared slab of plastic. The Samsung Gear Fit here certainly looks apart with this curved display, and it has only one button along the right hand side here, so you'll be drawing people's attention to what you're wearing on your wrist, because it just simply doesn't look like anything else out on the market, certainly with that curved display, and it feels very good while on your wrist as well. The clasp is not metal, it is indeed plastic, simply with the Samsung logo printed on it. I'm not sure what they could have used for the plastic straps, as you wouldn't really want the material to absorb your sweat if you're actually using it as a fitness device. But either way, the design allows you to remove the display to wash out the straps. The original Samsung Galaxy Gear here certainly looks and feels premium, with its metal materials on the bezel and on the clasp here as well. There is only one physical button along the right hand side of the unit itself, which is for the power, and it runs a version of Android Jelly Bean, which comes in handy as you can hack it to run full-blown applications directly from the watch itself. And out of all the devices that we have here today, it's one of the only ones that you can actually make and receive phone calls from the watch once it's paired with your smartphone, as it has a dialer and a speaker within the metal clasp here as well. None of the other Android Wear devices or even the Samsung Gear Fit can make and receive phone calls. For Samsung's first attempt, this wearable feels really good on the wrist, and you're going to feel like Inspector Gadget, but you're going to struggle to get more than 24 hours of battery use out of it though. A simple timepiece here from the police, and strangely enough it only tells the time and the date. I've had this for a couple of years now, so I can't really remember how much I bought it for, but I think it was under £100. It is water resistant up to about 5 or 10 meters I think, and the battery lasts a number of years, which you can see has stopped working because I haven't been bothered to replace the battery. It has plastic straps, and the insides with this rubber texture stop it from rolling around on your wrist. And I do like this because you can simply unclick the watch by pressing the police logo on the underside, and certainly looks pretty good on your wrist. And even next to the G-Watch, it does seem pretty thick even by traditional watch standards. A unassuming Armani watch here, which runs off a standard watch battery lasting a number of years. This particular unit is water resistant up to 50 meters with leather straps. Obviously with leather straps they do absorb water, so you do need to let it dry out for a while if it goes for a small swim. More of a square design for this timepiece, which is kind of a change from the traditional circular design, but definitely feels premium on your wrist with that stainless steel finish. Although it's smaller than the Gear Live, due to its materials it feels more premium, and as you can see it's a little bit thicker here as well. Here we have an Ingersoll timepiece, stainless steel again but with no battery. This unit relies on kinetic energy in order to power the watch hands, so while it's on your wrist, the counterbalance within the unit powers the device, but you must wear the unit regularly, coupled with genuine leather soft straps which absolutely do feel premium against your skin, coupled with that cold stainless steel finish. A TW steel timepiece here, pure stainless steel, very thick, water resistant, and very thick genuine leather straps with this very retro white stitching, very cool indeed. And I'll just show you the way the stop clock works, because it's quite unique. You undo this pin towards the right hand side here, and the other pins can then get the stopwatch going, and then you can kind of screw it back in. Just another take on using a stopwatch on a regular timepiece. I'm going to say this uses a battery, no kinetic energy here. Definitely a very large and heavy timepiece, while also feeling very premium on the wrist. Next to the Android wearables, very large indeed, but does this mean the Android wearables could go even larger? Side by side, and the TW steel is definitely aimed at the larger person, very thick and heavy. There you have it guys, that's been a look and feel comparison between Android wearables and other timepieces. A bit of a weird and pointless comparison in some cases, as wearable technology has more functionality over traditional timepieces, and certainly these examples that we have here of traditional timepieces generally look and feel better than wearable tech. But out of the wearable tech, I think the original Samsun Galaxy Gear looks and feels better than the newer Android wearables, and certainly in terms of the operating system, in some cases performs better than the newer Android Wear OS. But I'm going to leave you with a question here. Do you think at some point the likes of Armani and TW Steel will ever produce a Android wearable that looks equally as good as these and feels just as good, but runs the Android Wear operating system? As ever, any comments or questions you guys have got, hit them up in the comment section down below there. Give us a thumbs up if you liked this video and you like what you saw, and if you found it informative, then please do give us a like, and if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. It's just down there, it doesn't cost you a single penny, and you can also check out some of our forthcoming videos. Thanks for watching, have a wicked day, and we'll see you next time.